Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. If it's your first time seeing me, go ahead and like this video because I know you're gonna like it already. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another upload. And if you already are subscribed, hey babies, welcome back. So today guys, we are going to be talking all things manifesting your career and also some things that I have learned in my influencer journey basically. So we're gonna get right into it. If you guys have been wanting to become influencers, or if you've been interested in starting your YouTube or starting to monetize your content on Instagram or whatever the case may be, this is definitely going to be the video for you. We're going to be talking about motivation. We're going to be talking about planning. We're going to be talking about judgment, self-doubt, self-sabotage, all that, and then some, things that you need to know as you are starting your new career, starting some new outlets in this new year. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So one of the first things I wanted to get into is you can start whenever. I had someone ask me about when is the right time to start my YouTube channel. Now, yesterday, 2 weeks ago, last year, like literally the sooner you start, the better. So whenever you get the idea, whenever you have the name down, whenever you know what you want to present to people, you want to go ahead and make those accounts and start posting content literally. I always recommend doing a couple of practice videos, whatever you want to use to film and edit, you want to practice with that a few times, whatever you want to be uploading to Instagram, upload a few things, see how you want your feed to be, play around with a couple of color schemes, you know what I'm saying? But you can't do any of that if you haven't even made the accounts, if you haven't even gotten started. So first things first, make those accounts okay. Everybody is looking for someone. I think that's something I really have to learn in this journey because of course I was worried about what everybody is worried about. Who is going to watch my videos? Who's going to like my content? Am I going to be able to find people that want to hear what I have to say? And the answer is yes. Everybody is someone's audience. There are people that I like to look at, so I'm in someone's audience. There's people that like to look at me. There's people that want to look at y'all. Everybody has something to offer that a collective and audience somewhere needs. So don't worry too much about if you're uploading the right thing. Upload whatever you feel and upload whatever you want. You really want to make sure you're trusting your intuition as well. Like when you don't have anyone telling you what to upload or telling you when to upload, everything is really based on you and when you decide to get up, when you decide to move. So you definitely want to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward and just getting started in some space. So yes, you want to make sure that you are motivating yourself to just get started in the first place. Also, I had someone ask about juggling on different social media platforms. So you guys know I post on Facebook, I post on YouTube, I post on Instagram. And I have like 5 different pages on Instagram that I post. My apothecary page, my create fade, my what's her angle for my talk show, this. So needless to say, my cat's Instagram, needless to say, I'm going back and forth on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube all the time, interacting with you guys. I'm always on those different social media apps. I just try to set aside time every day for me to be in my phone. I try to set aside every day to go through my comments, to go through the people who have sent me DMs, to go through the people who have sent me messages, find the good things in those spaces and delete and block the bad stuff. So I've just kind of gotten in a habit of, posting things, waiting a little bit, taking that time after I post to relax, don't be on my phone for too much. And then maybe an hour or so has passed, going back on there, engaging with the people who have engaged. So for me, it's really just about finding out what works for you. Some people set aside time where they post and they're on their phone for the next few hours after they post. I like to post and take a break. You know what I'm saying? I really haven't noticed that affect my engagement at all. I have heard that when you post and get off the app, it really isn't good for your engagement. So it's whatever works best for you. But I love to have that break after I've been in my phone editing and doing captions and stuff. I love to just take a little break and be off my phone. So whatever works for you, but you want to create a schedule. Of course, I just uploaded a video about organization and planning. So definitely check that out. And I feel like that's going to help with lack of motivation as well. Just staying out of the habit of, I don't want to post today. I don't feel like posting today. Nobody's going to see my stuff today, because it's always difficult in the beginning because you might not have as big of an audience as you do. So a lot of times you're talking to you in these YouTube videos and you're making posts for you. You might be the only person that sees them and appreciates it, but it's cool. We have to realize that we have to start somewhere. The people that we love to watch have been doing this for years, and I don't even have 100K on YouTube yet. And I've been doing it for like 5 years. So it takes time. And it takes, just practice and dedication and just consistency over a long period of time, and your audience will come. So definitely you want to make sure that you're being organized and that you literally just get started. Whatever that looks like for you, make that YouTube, make that Instagram, start filming, start taking pictures, start playing around with edits and content, and just start experimenting and figure out what you want to do for you. I would definitely say those are the first steps, because someone, of course, asked about the first step. So I would definitely say that's the first step, literally just getting started. Also, I had someone ask me about keeping a positive mindset mindset. I definitely think that should be included in the first steps as well. You know, whenever you put yourself on a public platform, you are allowing yourself to be open to more scrutiny, more judgment, more criticism from people who do not know what the fuck you got going on. They don't know you. They don't know your content. They don't know your vision. But that's what the internet is. You know, the world is not all good. You know what I'm saying? There are people that are not going to like your energy and not going to like what you have to say, and they're going to want to violate you. They're going to want to talk shit. They're going to want to be crazy. They're going to want to make you feel bad. But you just have to remember what your purpose is, and you really have to focus on the good stuff, because I know you guys hear everybody say it's always more good than bad. That's really the truth. Like, you'll have 10 or so great comments, and then you'll have a few trolls, you know what I'm saying? But literally to every 10, you might have like one troll. Literally, like, the percentage is very, very, very small. Regardless of what kind of content you do, you're mostly going to get love. Like, there's not too many people that spend time all day trying to talk shit to make themselves feel better, but there are a few of them. So you want to make sure you keep a positive mindset, and you just keep affirming to yourself, I'm doing the right thing. I'm confident in what I'm doing. I also make sure whatever I put out, I'm confident in it and I like it. Because if I like my content and I'm confident in my content, or if I'm confident in my look, then that's going to translate. The people that are watching it are going to feel that as well. When we get started in this journey and we're already doubting ourselves, or, oh, I'm just getting started. I'm getting started so late. Everybody else has been doing this for years. And there's going to be influencers that start today. There's going to be influencers that start in 5 years, in 10 years. There's influencers that are going to be born this year that are going to be fucking influencing when they're in their 20s. Like, the internet isn't going anywhere. You know, it's even going to get even more in depth and more personal. So don't think that time is going to run out and you're not going to be able to be successful in this space. If you are feeling called to step into something, then it obviously is your time. So you definitely want to be mindful of that, and just understand that, you know, keep reminding yourself, the audience that is mine is going to come to me. The people who are going to find my content are going to resonate with my content. You know, the people who are going to find my brand are going to love what I'm doing. So just keep setting that intention for your brand, that you attract the right clientele, you attract the right people. And that's definitely something I did when I was switching the gears of my YouTube channel, going from just entrepreneurship and cosmetology to talking about my life, and talking about the full moon, and talking about my journey and shadow work and my healing, and, you know, getting a little more personal with my journey. But when I stepped into that space, I knew who I was going to help, and that became my goal. Like, I really don't care who doesn't like it. I don't care who's weirded out. I don't care who doesn't understand it. This is going to help somebody. This is going to give somebody what they need. Someone is going to feel like, wow, I've been watching this person for years. I've been going through what they've been going through. Like, someone is going to see what I have to say, and it's going to uplift them. It's going to make them feel better. You know, I set that intention for everything that I do. I always say that at the end of the video, that I hope it gave y'all what it needed. I hope it gave you guys what you needed, because I really do hope that, you know. So when you make content, make it with that intention, and you want to start off with that positive energy so you can carry that throughout the end. Whenever we try to create things from a space of negativity and a space of self-doubt, that's all that we can create with, you know. So you really want to, you know, make sure that you're taking your time. And when it comes to creating a lot of content at once, you know, like batch creating, which I always recommend, girl. For my other pages, not so much my looks. I really like doing one look and one outfit at a time, girl. But you know, some people will do a look, they'll do hair and makeup, and then they'll do like 4 or 5 different outfits, you know, in one day, just taking different pictures, going to different locations and stuff like that. So again, it's all about whatever it looks, again, it's really all about whatever works for you. I like doing looks 3 times a week. I like getting myself together, because this is all I do for work. So I like, you know, just taking my time sometimes and getting myself together one look at a time. But again, you can really do whatever you want. So when we're talking about creating content a lot at once, you have to do that when you're feeling good. So when you're feeling good, and when you're in a good mood, and you're feeling optimistic, and you're feeling creative, don't just let those energies die down. You know, when you're feeling good, when you have all those YouTube videos ideas and all the content ideas for your channel and for your page and for your Instagram and stuff like that, write that stuff down. You know, journal about what you want to do. Create, you know, a manifestation list or a vision list, or, you know, just something where you're able to see, these are the goals that I have for my business. This is what I want to bring into my life. And when you feel good, take advantage of feeling good, take advantage of that creativity and use it, you know, put it into practice. So we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of ourselves, feeling good. And when we're not, that we take a break. You know, this is really hard to do, because it's your energy, but also, again, all of the energy that you're taking on from everybody else. So sometimes it's hard to, you know, make yourself feel good when you have everybody who maybe doesn't understand, or you get a lot of hate on a certain comment, or even if something doesn't do that well, you know, because a lot of times we spend all day on content and it flops, and we do something in a second and, you know, it goes crazy. But that's how we know that we aren't really in control of how our content is received. So don't think that just because you work 12 hours on something, this is going to be the thing that makes you a millionaire and blows up. It might not be. You know, you just want to trust that whatever you're doing, you're feeling in the the blinks, and you definitely do not want to compare your journey to anybody else's. You know, some people blow up on YouTube in a year and they have 1 million subscribers in less than a year and they're making all this money. And some people, it takes them a decade to get to the point where they have 1 million subscribers. But everybody's journey is important, and the people who are attached to your journey need to be there with you. You know what I'm saying? So I am leading people who need to be led by me. I'm not leading people who will be better off in another place. You know, if you are resonating with me, you are supposed to be here. And it's going to be the same with the people in your audience. So you are supposed to be with me here on this journey, you know, leveling up gracefully and enjoying the ride and taking my time and taking our time. You know, I'm very, very big on resting when you want to rest and working when it's time to work. So you definitely just want to create a groove for yourself and not worry about how often everybody else is posting. You know, of course, you want to make sure that you're being consistent. But if I don't feel like uploading every day on YouTube, girl, there will not be a YouTube video uploaded every day. You know, whatever I feel like doing, that's what I do, because creating out of a space of happiness and love and positivity and, you know, ambition is always better than creating out of, oh, I have to do this. I really need to do this. Like, I've done hair and makeup and sat down to do YouTube videos and really wasn't in the mood and really could not do a video, and could tell while I was editing it, like, I'm not really in a mood. They're going to be able to tell it because I can tell. So everybody can always see how you're feeling across the camera, and people are looking for that. People are watching your videos, picking you apart anyway. So of course, you always want to make sure that you put your best foot forward and always have your energy in check whenever you step in front of these spaces. And self-love is always key, you know, and affirming yourself, thinking about the things that you've achieved. Like, I've already hit 50K, you've already hit 70K, you've already decided to make the idea, you know, you've already made the Instagram, you've already got your first 100 likes on a post, you've already sold your first item, you know, you've already done your first partnership. You can do whatever you want, you know, as long as you have one success in as an example in your life, and we all have many, many successes. So just choose one to focus on, you know, whatever makes you the most proud, and focus like, dang, I did this. So it really doesn't matter how everybody feels about what I'm doing. I completed this, and I know I can complete whatever else I want as long as I put my mind to it. So it's a lot with just keeping your head on straight and making sure that you are proud of the content that you are putting out, you know. And in this space, I've definitely learned to just speak my mind, set my boundaries, you know what I'm saying, be very authentic about the things I need and the things I want. You definitely attract a lot of people that just want to be around you, to work with you. You definitely attract a lot of businesses too that want to be around you, to take advantage of you and get you to do free stuff and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend working with a branding consultant, working with someone who is management, working with someone who is in one of those fields. And we have so many entrepreneurs on Instagram that are doing social media management, that are doing, you know, helping influencers figure out what they need to make and what they need to charge and how they should be treated. So use your resources. I think that's one of the biggest things that you can do as an up and coming influencer, or just an influencer in general. Use your resources. You know, we have Instagrams like Influencer Pay Gap, I believe. I'm going to look and make sure that that's the right thing before I tell y'all that. But Influencer Pay Gap is an Instagram where you can go and see how much people got paid for stuff, like their different rates. So you can see, okay, this person does this person does this, I should be charging about this. You know, use your resources and use the tools that are, you know, provided for you to basically learn all that you need to learn about this business and about the things that you need to do. A lot of us are learning as we go, because there are a lot of resources. And I would even say maybe there is a lot of community, but a lot of us film videos for ourselves, by ourselves in our homes. You know, a lot of YouTubers aren't with groups, and sometimes the people with groups end up breaking up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So when you are a YouTuber and a content creator on your own, it could definitely be a little difficult to build connections and reach out to people. But of course, the key in that is knowing who you are and knowing the purpose of the connections you're trying to make. So you really want to make sure you're doing everything with intention, and you're always keeping yourself in mind, your brand in mind, where you want to go, what you want to achieve, who you want to network with, and you know what you want these things to bring into your life. Also, I had a question about a personal page. Like, should you separate your tarot reading page from your personal page or keep it the same? It's really up to you. I only have one page on Instagram, that is Pageant Queen Pixie. I don't have a personal page to post anything other than what I basically post on my Pageant Queen Pixie page, and I'm fine with that. I'm not really pressed about having a personal page or even like a Finsta or a burner account. I used to think that I wanted one of those, but realistically, when I'm not on social media working, I don't really want to be on there at all, honestly. And I follow the people that I want to follow on my Instagram. So I really don't have a personal page per se, but I do think that if you want to combine your personal page with your business page, and you can definitely do that, you just want to make sure that you are understanding that your page now represents your brand. If you want to wild out and act crazy on your page and that's not your brand, because sometimes that's people's brand. If that's your brand, then do you. But if that's not your brand, then you definitely want to create a different account, and don't worry about starting over. That's literally the best thing that you could do, is start over, because when you start over, you are going to attract people who are looking for your brand. When you have that same page, the people you're going to attract are going to be people who are looking for the energy of that old account, but you are in a new energy right now. You're offering new services, you're offering new content. So I definitely think starting over is always great to do if you want to switch your brand or switch your Instagram as a whole in a different direction. That's what I did. Whenever I made my Pageant Queen Pixie Instagram, I literally made it to be like a Finsta, where I talked about my spiritual journey and where I shared spiritual posts and shared my looks and stuff like that. And it ended up turning into what I do now. So I definitely created it for a space, you know, for me to just be transparent about my spirituality. And then I was like, okay, I want to transition this into my YouTube and share this on my YouTube as well. Okay, I want to go all in and just have everything be in this one space, like a hub for resources and looks and everything involving my journey and who I am stepping into this space. And it ended up becoming what it became, but that definitely was not the plan initially. So I would definitely say, if you are feeling led to start fresh, then definitely start fresh. Don't worry about, you know, finding new people or attracting new people, because as long as you are consistent, you know, and you know what you are trying to do, then of course you are good to go. Of course, on Instagram now, reels are always good. Hashtags are always good. There's so many different things that you could tap into to grow your Instagram. And there are so many Instagrams now that are geared strictly towards people telling you guys how to grow your channel and how to grow your audience. So you definitely want to utilize, again, the resources that are available to you. There's so many people that are offering tips and tricks to help everybody expand on social media. But yeah, I definitely think, you know, being an influencer is great. I definitely enjoy it. But of course, you know, it's not easy or fun all the time. A lot of times you have to, you know, create even when you don't feel like it, or you have to choose to not to create if you don't feel like it, you know, and neither one of those are good. I feel like forcing yourself to create isn't really good, and it's also not good to, you know, have to sit on your ass for a month and a half because you really aren't feeling any creativity. So unless you are feeling up to it, sometimes you won't want to show up, or your work might not be at its best. So of course, that's definitely something to think about. It's so important to make sure that when you're in this type of business and you are a business owner, you have people around you speaking positivity into your life. You have people around you who believe in you and who are confident on your behalf when you aren't feeling too sure about yourself. They are sure about you and they can benefit you and lift you up, because that's definitely what we all need in all spaces of our life all the time. But definitely when we're trying to, you know, achieve something as great as being our own business owner, being our own brand, building a brand from the bottom up, like, we definitely want to make sure that we have great people around us, you know, and that they are allowing us to move forward, and we are allowing ourselves to move forward as well. All right, guys, that is the tea. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about some things that I've learned being an influencer, and also some things that you guys can do to help kind of manifest this career. You know, getting in the right mindset, setting your intentions, being excited about where you're going, and just focusing on the end goal, you know, and not allowing yourself to focus or pay attention too much to the negativity and to the trolls and stuff like that. That kind of stuff is really unavoidable, but whenever we accept that it's just a part of the journey, not even something for us to focus on, it's literally just a little skid mark on the side of the road, girl, compared to what you're doing and what you're going to achieve. So whenever we realize that and we just see the skid mark for what it is, and we don't fall out about every skid mark, we'll be able to move forward more and more, kind of disregarding those things. Also, the more that we pay attention to it, the more that we're kind of feeding that energy. So people just want to make you mad. People want to make you feel insecure. People want you to stop doing what you're doing because your light and your success is a problem for them. So make them even more mad, make them pissed off, do whatever you have to do, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not about them. It's not about making everybody feel comfortable because you are watering yourself down. You definitely want to be whoever you want to be your most authentic self, and everything will be able to come to you. So yes, guys, that is the tea. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you what you needed. I love you guys as always, and I will see y'all later. Bye, guys. Bless.